The secret to making a ton of money in business and becoming super successful is to understand that the first 2 years you're going to be working for free. You're going to be having a full time job for yourself or a part time job where you will be working hourly and getting paid nothing. Nothing. A lot of work, a lot of effort in the same manner, or it could be equal to the work that you do as an employee in any given company. But this effort and work, you're not going to get 700, 800, $1,000 at the end of the week. You will get absolutely nothing. And you might even lose money after the week of work. But if you understand that with time and consistency, if you keep that work up for a year or two, after 2 years or even a year, all those hours that you worked will be repaid to you times 100. So whatever you would have made working for a company as an employee, let's say 15 an hour, 20 an hour, all of those hours from those 2 years or from that year will be paid to you at a rate of maybe, let's say, what, like 70 an hour, 100 an hour, 200, 500 an hour. And then you start to reap the fruit of your work, the benefit. That's how you become successful in business, by waiting and having patience and consistency and working without getting paid until you get paid. And you're not going to get paid in the same manner in which people who work for a company get paid. You're going to get paid in an amplified and magnified manner because you are the owner of the business. And at that point, once you get paid like that, then you're going to start to offer jobs to other people who want to work by the hour. And hopefully you're not too greedy or too selfish. But at that point, they're going to start making money for you. And then all these people that know that you can make money and you can place them in a place to make you money, and you'll give them a little bit of money, which would be the hourly rate that you avoided first. Now you give it to somebody else and they make you even more money. And that is the key. That is the key to success. That is the key to making tons and tons of money, working for yourself for free at the beginning. Working for yourself without getting paid. At some point, you're going to start to get paid. Imagine if you started doing what you do in your 9 to 5 for yourself for a whole year. Anything that you dream of doing or that you are interested in, imagine if you start doing that every day from 9 to 5, or reading on that, or practicing it, or building it, or becoming better at it. You know for a fact that after 1 year or 2 years, you're going to have like a huge business or a huge ability to do whatever it is that you're thinking of doing or that you love doing. So the reason why people don't do it is because of delayed gratification. People always prefer to work this week and have a salary at the end of the week because it's right now. Human nature is, it usually prefers right now. Give me money right now, as opposed to give me much more money later. Same with every other concept. We always prefer a lot more right now a lot less right now than a lot more later. Consciously and subconsciously. In this case of business, it's even harder to grasp because business is not so explicit. It's more intuitive, and in the future fruit or the future benefit that you're gonna get from it, it's not even explicitly stated or it's not even an exact number in which you understand it and calculate. If I weigh so much, then I'll make 10 times more or 100 times more. It is not set on stone, it is not explicit, but it is intuitively true, and it exists, as we can all understand by intuitively and insightfully thinking of what would happen if we were to do these things. We know that we're gonna start making tons of money, but we don't know exactly how much. And that is what might stop or deter us from pushing forward to do it, to actually do it, if we don't know explicitly and in a solid and in a way that you can feel and almost touch, as in the investment that you make in a bank or a savings account that gives you a percentage and gives you time. You don't have that in starting a business and making it grow. You don't have the the feeling of certainty of an exact number, but you do have the feeling of certainty of success for sure if you're wise. Of guaranteed success if you're wise. So once you got that feeling, that intuition, then it becomes easier for you to start to work, to start to do even without getting paid today, because you know, you feel, you sense that you're gonna get paid a lot more tomorrow, figuratively. So figuratively tomorrow, obviously in a year, in 2 years. And this the word is that tangible. That's the word. It's a tangible feeling, or it's a tangible object that you can grasp and know how exactly it's gonna happen and when exactly it's gonna happen. So having known this and having understood this, then you can go into a business and start understanding, knowing that sooner or later you're gonna start making tons of money. And that is the secret. That is the secret. In a few words, the secret is knowing that your work of today will be paid tomorrow. Period. I'll see you later. Let me know what you think about this theory, about these thoughts. Let me know if you agree, if you disagree. Let me know why, how, when, for which reasons, so that we can enter a deep, profound, philosophical debate or conversation of understanding things that matter to us in life and things that make humanity better. I'll see you later. Take care. Goodbye.